Hello everyone, this is CS Divesh Goyal, practicing company secretary from Delhi. I welcome all of you in our today's fifth workshop that is for the benefit of the small companies. Hope our earlier workshop was useful for you. If you guys have still not subscribed my YouTube channel, it will be my request to everyone. Please subscribe my YouTube channel also, so that whenever we upload any video, whenever we announce any workshop, you all will get the link for the same, notification for the same. As on the regular basis, we are uploading the video on the YouTube, whether it is for the students, whether it is for the member of the CS or CA profession. So we have already done 4 successful workshops. One was the incorporation of the company, then post-incorporation compliances, then we can say loan to directors, then name applicability. So today we are going to discuss about the small companies. The concept of small company is very wide in India, because as per the record of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, every day or every month, we can say every month more than 30,000 companies are getting incorporated in India. So if I will take an approximate idea, so every day more than 1,000 companies are getting incorporated in India. More than 1,000 companies every day are getting incorporated in India. Or we know when a new company got incorporated, 99.99% new company is a small company. So whenever a client come to us, whenever a new person come to us, they want to start a business, they want to start a company. The question is there in their mind, which type of company they should incorporate, from which type of company they should start. So that time we must be aware about the concept of the small company as a professional. We must be aware about the benefit of the small company. Because if we will be aware about the benefit of the small company, then it will be helpful for everyone, helpful for them to take the decision and helpful for them to start a new business. So we should be completely aware about the concept of the small company, the benefit of the small company and all the other things. So that's why in this video, we are going to discuss about, in this workshop, we are going to discuss everything about the small company, every concept about the small company. So for that, we must have good knowledge of the benefit of the small company. So all the person who have joined, I can see almost more than 60% has already joined this workshop. So it's my request from all of you, please, whatever queries you are having, ask in this workshop through the chat box, through the comment box, through the comment box of the YouTube. So we will try to answer all your queries, all your questions. Again, I would like to say, whoever have joined through YouTube, whoever joined through the Zoom meeting, please like the video, please subscribe the channel, because it's not only give you the benefits of the notification, but it also motivate us. Because as a person, if we are doing something, we also need the motivation from all of you. So please, it's my request from everyone, please subscribe the channel. Even you can follow us for one more thing just before starting the workshop. If you are looking for the CS job or CS trainees vacancy, so me and my wife is running a portal on the Facebook, on LinkedIn. Already more than 19,000 person has joined this portal. So I would request, if you are looking for the job or if you are looking for the training, join those group. You can get vacancy, 30 to 40 vacancy per day. The link of the same has given under the chat box of the is this video, and also will mention under the link of the bio. So now let's start with the concept of the today's topic, that is small company and its benefits. So this is my presentation we have prepared on the, we can say, amendments under Companies Act. But today's our topic is totally based on small company. Today we are not going to discuss all the significant amendment. We will just discuss the amendment in the small company. So let's start discussions on the amendment in the small companies. The concept of small company, first thing, this concept came in 2013. Before 2013 Act, there was no concept like the small company. So in 2013, with effect from the 1st April 2021. So now 1st April 2021, Ministry have made the amendment in the definition of the small company. Earlier, the small company definition was like this. Since 1st April 2014 to since 31st March 2021. Small company means a company having a paid up share capital up to 50 lakh and turnover up to 2 crore. If both the conditions fulfilled, such company shall be considered as a small company. Otherwise, such company shall not be considered as a small company. Some basics about the small company. A public company cannot be a small company. Only a private company can be a small company. If you are a public company, then doesn't matter what is your turnover, then doesn't matter what is your paid up capital, but you cannot be small company. A Section 8 company cannot be a small company. A subsidiary or holding. If your company have any subsidiary or if your company have any holding company, then your company cannot be small company. So these are the basics. Public company cannot be small company. Section 8 company cannot be small company. If a private company is a subsidiary of any company, it cannot be small company. If a private company is holding of any company, it cannot be small company. So these are the assumptions. Now, a private limited company, which is not a holding, not a subsidiary, not a Section 8 company, if it fulfills two conditions, paid up share capital up to 50 lakh and turnover up to 2 crore, both the conditions fulfilled, then such private company shall be considered as a small company. But this definition has been changed with effect from the 1st April 2021, this year only. This definition has been changed. As per the new definition, a company shall be considered as a small company if paid up share capital of such company is not more than 2 crore and turnover of such company does not exceed 20 crore. So they have increased the turnover from 2 crore to 20 crore, capital from 50 lakh to 2 crore. So the new definition of the small company with effect from the 1st April 2021. A small company means a company having paid up share capital up to 50 lakh, up to 2 crore and turnover up to 20 crore. If a private company fulfill both conditions, then such private company shall be considered as a small company. So if even any one condition they will not fulfill or they cross any one condition, then such company shall not be considered as a small company. So the benefit shall be given only to those companies who fulfill both the conditions. So fulfillment of both the condition is very important to become a small company. If in any case your paid up capital is 1 lakh, but your turnover cross 20 crore, then you cannot be considered as a small company. So make sure to become a small company, both the conditions should be fulfilled. Next, let's discuss the benefit. Today we are having this workshop for half an hour, but whatever queries you are having, we will take up that. Benefit of the small company. Benefit number 1, lesser number of mandatory board meetings. As we know, as per Companies Act 2013, as per Section 173, read with Secretarial Standard 1, every company is required to hold at least 4 board meetings in a financial year. So every financial year, 4 board meetings is mandatory. But in case of small company, if you hold, in case of small company, if you hold 2 board meetings in a financial year, such thing shall be considered as a proper compliance of the Section 173. So instead of 4 board meeting, small company can work only with the 2 board meetings. The only thing is that the minimum gap between those 2 board meetings should be 90 days. Then it is a proper compliance of law. So this is one of the best benefit. You don't require to show the paper board meeting. You don't require to show the meeting unnecessarily without any agenda. You have to hold the meeting only if there is any agenda. So that's why they said the small company, for a small company, 2 board meetings are enough in a financial year. So this is a good benefit to the small company. Next, no requirement of preparation of cash flow statement. We know we prepare the financial statement, we prepare the P&L, and lot of other things we prepare. But for a small company is not required to prepare the cash flow statement. Cash flow statement is not mandatory for a small company. Cash flow statement is not required to be prepared for the small company. So if you are a small company, as per new definition, then you don't require to prepare the cash flow statement for the financial year ended 31st March 2022. Next, no need of certification of e-form for any practicing professional. This is the provision. In case of small company, e-forms of the small companies are not required to be certified from the practicing professional. So any e-form, whether AOC4, whether MGT7, MGT14, DI12, PS3, any form, no form of the small company is required to be certified by the practicing professional. So small companies forms are free from certification of the professional. Small companies form can be filed without any certification with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. No need of IFC reporting. internal financial control reporting in auditor report. Or the small company IFC reporting also not required. Next benefit, Abridge director report. This is a very good concept. Abridge director's report. Abridge director report means director report with less capital. Director report with less capital means in case of Abridge director report, the disclosure given in the director report are lesser than the disclosure given in the director report of the non-small company. Means, I'm just giving an example. We know whenever we have to prepare the director report, we follow the section 134 subsection 3 read with rule 8. First thing, many times people ask about the format of the director report. We must be clear in our mind, there is no format for the director report. Director report is prepared on the basis of the disclosures which vary from company to company. So if you are preparing the director report of a company other than small companies, then you have to follow the disclosure as per section 134 subsection 3 read with rule 8. So whatever disclosure are given under 134.3 and rule 8, you have to give in the director report of the other type of companies. But when you prepare the director report of the small company, whenever you prepare the director report of the small company, you don't have to prepare it as per means when we prepare the director report of the small company, you don't require to prepare the director report and give the disclosure as per section 134 subsection 3 plus rule 8, because for the preparation of the director report of the small company, 134 subsection 3 plus rule 8 disclosures are not applicable, because there are almost 25 to 30 disclosures as per 134 subsection 3 plus rule 8. So these disclosures are not required for the purpose of the preparation of the director report of the small company. Because ministry have introduced in the last years, ministry have introduced a separate rule for preparation of the director's report of the small company. They have introduced rule 8A of the section 134. So whenever a private company, whenever a small company is required to prepare their director report, they don't have to follow section 134 subsection 3 plus rule 8. A small private company is required to prepare director report as per rule 8A. As per rule 8, there are the 10 or 11 disclosure which in the director small company is required to be mentioned. So in the director report of the small company, disclosure as per 134.3 and rule 8 is not required. Disclosure only as per rule 8A is required. So whenever next time you draft a director report, whenever in next time you are drafting a director report, make sure if you are drafting for a small company, you have to follow rule 8A. And if you are following for other than small company, then follow 134 subsection 3 rule 8. So you have to understand, because many times we have received the question from the members, message from the members in the Gyan group. Please share the format of the director report. I must tell you, there is no format of the director report. Director report का कोई format नहीं है. Director report always prepare on the basis of the disclosures. So there is no format of the director report. You don't have to go as per the format. You have to follow as per the requirement, as per the disclosures. So whenever next time you will prepare a director report for a non-small company, follow section 134 subsection 3 plus rule 8. And whenever you will prepare the director report for the small company, then prepare as per rule 8A. Hope it is clear to everyone. It is very important provision to understand. Further, someone asked for the basic draft of the director report. So on our blog, that is www.csdiveshgold.in, in the draft column, we have already published the basic drafts of the director reports of the different type of companies for the benefit of all. Next provision, next benefit, non-applicability of the provision of the rotation of auditor. Practically, the provision of rotation of auditor is not applicable on a small company. We know as per section 139, In case of individual auditor, he can do audit only for a one term of 5 years. In case of auditor firm, they can do audit for two term of 5 years. After that, there will be rotation applicable. But in case of small company, rotation shall not be applicable. This is the benefit to the small company. Next, Abridge annual return. Like we have discussed about the Abridge director report, there is provision of the Abridge director report. This year only, Ministry have introduced the rule form MGT 7A. Since 2013, we are filing MGT 7 annual return for every type of company, whether small, non-small, public, listed, OPC. For every type of company, we were filing the MGT 7. But this year, they have introduced MGT 7A for the small company. For the financial year ended 31st March 2021 and onward, Ministry have introduced the form MGT 7A. So if your company is a small company, as per new definition, then you have to file MGT 7A instead of MGT 7. And there are the two mandatory attachments in MGT 7A. One is the list of director, other is the list of shareholder. Earlier, we never attached the list of directors since 2013. But now, if you are a small company, if you are filing the MGT 7A, you have to attach list of shareholder as well as list of director in your form. And best part of MGT 7A is that it is prepared on the artificial intelligence. It means if your company is a non-small company and you try to fill MGT 7A, so once you mention the SIN number and click on the pre-fill, form will give an error. Your company is a non-small company, you have to file MGT 7 instead of MGT 7A. So this is the base of the artificial intelligence. It is vice versa in the MGT 7 also. So this is also a small. If we compare the MGT 7A from the MGT 7, it is very small in comparison to the MGT 7. That's why we are calling it as a Abridge annual return, means annual return with the less disclosures. One of the most major benefit of a small company. As we know under Companies Act, if you make default of any section, if you make non-compliance of any rule, there are the penalties on the company. If you make non-compliance of any section or any rule, every section of every rule is having the penalties. If any section or any rule is not having the penalty, in that case, penalty shall be liable as per section 450. But we know now, under Companies Act, penalties has been increased. Many section has increased the penalties, the manifold. Now the question arises, if you are giving the so many benefits to the small company, other side you are imposing the so many penalties, then how small company will work? So Ministry have worked on it and they have introduced a section 446B. As per this section, the penalties which levy on a small company shall be in a different manner from the other company, because they have mentioned that as per this provision, penalty which can impose on a small company, which shall not be more than 1/2 of the penalty specified in the section, to a maximum to 2 lakh rupees in case of company and 1 lakh rupees in case of officer in default. Means, let me just discuss on this. In case of small company, the maximum penalty which can impose on a company, on a small company by any authority, that can be 2 lakh rupees. Now, doesn't matter what is the penalty of section. Maybe the penalty of section for which we have make the default, the penalty of that section is 50 lakh or 1 crore, but doesn't matter. If you are a small company, authority cannot impose penalty more than 2 lakh on your company and 1 lakh on the officer in default. So the maximum penalty on the small company is 2 lakh rupees and maximum penalty on the director or officer in default of the small company is rupees 1 lakh. This one is the most important benefit to the small company, because we know these days every company is getting the adjudication order from the ROC. In the adjudication order, if ROC has not considered 446B in your case, then you can request for a hearing. In the hearing, you can make the ROC understand that your company is a small company. The maximum penalty in your company can be imposed 2 lakh, and this is the maximum penalty. If you have the reason, if you have a proper ground then why this 2 lakh should not be imposed on you, why less penalty should impose on you, then you should tell that thing, because that thing gonna help you a lot. So guys, these are the benefits to the small companies, because on the regular basis, if you are a practicing professional, whether as a company secretary, whether as a chartered accountant, on the regular basis, clients come to you and they ask which type of company they should incorporate, what are the benefits. So these are the benefits you should tell them. These are the benefits to become a small company, and these are the benefits if you incorporate it as a small company. So if they will understand these benefits, definitely it will help them as well as you. And these are the benefits a small company should use. Like director report, why you will prepare the lengthy director report? Prepare the Abridge director report, file the Abridge annual return, and in case any non-compliance by any chance you have made, then go for this section 446B. Why you have to pay heavy penalties? 446B is saying maximum 2 lakh penalty, then it is okay, and 1 lakh in the director, that is okay. So this is the new definition of the small company, and these are the benefit of the small company. Now, if anyone have any query, you can mention in the chat box. After ending of this workshop, still you can mention your queries in the comment box. I will reply all the queries. I will try to reply all the queries in the comment box. Further, if you have not subscribed or not liked the video, please like this video and subscribe the channel. One more thing, if anyone is looking for the CS job or training, I recommend you to join my Facebook and link. Me and my wife on the regular basis publishing the lot of vacancies there. We are collecting the vacancies from all the sources, whether it is WhatsApp groups, whether it is personal contacts with the corporates and the firm, and then we are putting those vacancies on the Facebook group and LinkedIn. So it's my request to everyone, if you are looking for the job or if you are looking for the training, join our Facebook group. Link is given in the chat box. Link I will also mention in the bio of the video. That group gonna help you. Even any of your friend is looking for job or vacancy, please give the link to them also. They can take the benefit from such link. Hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much. We will update you about the new workshop through our WhatsApp channel and through our, we can say, YouTube channel. There are the 1 or 2 questions of the professionals. I'm just taking that. If small company not hold AGM within due date, so lesser penalties applied or can go for adjudication? Yes. If small penalty, if that section, in case of non-compliance or in case of non-holding of the AGM, if you hold the AGM after due date, you have to pay penalties as per section 96. And for the 96, penalty is mentioned under section 99 of the Companies Act. The penalty relating to the AGM is mentioned as section 99. So I would just say one thing to you, ki agar, if your company has not held the AGM on time, in case of small company, just check the section 99. If section 99 is talking about the penalty, then definitely the lesser penalty as per 446 will be applicable. But if 99 will be talking about the fine, then 446B will not be applicable. So this is the only thing you have to check, whether 99 section is talking about the fine or penalty. If it is talking about the penalty, definitely you can openly go for the section 446B. Next question is there. Can we make one list of directors and shareholders for MGT7 if director and shareholder are the same? See, practically the form is asking for 2 separate lists. So you have to attach on the 2 columns. That's why it is always recommended to prepare 2 different or separate lists. Next question, do we have to intimate the previous PCS before certifying MGT7 if all suggested that it need to be filed on the same and not MGT7A? See, if this year company your company is a small company. So last year, definitely any PCS have signed your certified your form. So this year you don't have to intimate to anyone. If you're a small company, directly go for filing of your form MGT7A. And as I said, this form is based on the artificial intelligence. So as per ministry record, if your company is a small company, you will not able to file MGT7. It will ask only for the MGT7A. And one query will be there was there on the chat comment box. For filing of MGT7A or MGT7 for the financial year 2021, with limit small company to be considered. See, as per the MGT7A or 7, they are considering the definition as per new definition. So if 31st March, whatever your figures of the capital, whatever your figures of the turnover, they are considering it as per the new definition. So if as per the new definition, you are falling under small company, you have to file MGT7A. If as per the new definition, you're falling under non-small company, you have to file MGT7. So accordingly, the concept is working. Again, I would request everyone, if you are not part of Gyan Gurukul WhatsApp group, drop me the message. I will add you in that also. One more query is there. As per Union Budget 2021, paid up capital and turnover both should apply. Then it is called a small or right or anyone. Yes. See, whether it is a new definition, whether it is the old definition, the concept is same. If you fulfill both the condition, then you will be a small company. If you will not fulfill even any one condition, you are out of the definition. So आपकी कैपिटल भी 2 करोड़ से नीचे होनी चाहिए और आपकी टर्नओवर भी 20 करोड़ से नीचे, दोनों कंडीशन फुलफिल होगी, then you will consider as a small company. Otherwise, you will not consider as a small company. Next question: if a small company has not yet finalized the financials, can we file AOC for unaudited, unadopted radio button and file revised AOC for? See, I never suggest anyone to file unadopted financials, but because what happened when we file unadopted, unaudited financials, then we hold the age, then we go for the final filing. So why to do twice the work? Ultimately, you have to go for the compounding of the AGM. So it's better to go for the one-time filing by holding the AGM in current date and go for the compounding of the AGM. I will suggest that way only. Next question: which year turnover is to be seen? Please explain the example. Turnover as per the previous financial year. Because the small company's definition is saying turnover as per the previous financial year, you have to consider while considering a company as a small company and while considering the company as a non-small company. So this thing we have to be knowing, because they have mentioned turnover of which as per the profit and loss account of the immediate preceding financial year, the last audited preceding financial year, we have to check that. Someone mentioned we need to show only 2 board meetings in financial year. Yes, if you are a small company, 2 board meetings are enough. You don't require to hold the 4 board meetings in case of a small company. This is the biggest benefit of the small company. So guys, these are the benefits of the small company. We should use these benefits. Still, even after this webinar, anyone have any query, we are open for here. Please mention in the chat box. Please mention in the comment box. We will take up that. Thank you so much.